the round is now starting. We are watching two very, very solid players here. Said my go Aaron. I always get fooled by this damn e-girl tag. Do you think the new Magius card coming out? I don't know what it does, to be honest. I know that it's supposed to help, I think, Draco Tail. It's supposed to help one of the decks. They're going to go Rhoda, grab out Raisin. Okay, so we see Vanquish Soul on the one side. They're both playing 40, so it could be anything. This is obviously a strong start. Normal Raisin doesn't get hit with, like, a hand trap at all on that either. No Imperm, potentially even Veiler. Shifter. Okay, so this is most likely just going to be a mirror match. Cam could be on Malice, but most of the time I see Shifter right now, game 1. I'm assuming that it's Vanquish Soul, because all the Vanquish Soul players have been main decking that card. So Stake Your Soul, reveal Jolkul now. Wow, okay, so they have Holisu, Jolkul, and then Stake Your Soul, reveal Jolkul. I mean, that is good. They might not be able to get Fire in hand. No, that's not true. I mean, they're going to get a Fire in hand, assuming, like, this resolves. I might say they might not already have a Fire in hand. That's probably the correct way to say that, because they could have, like, summoned Holisu and then summoned from deck. But this is fine. Summon out Mad Love. It's only summoned 2 also. And then Mad Love can grab out Field Spell. Field Spell is able to search. That's also going to set us to trap during the end phase. Let's them make Mclnnes Omni pretty consistently, and OCG plays Borreload. Haven't messed with the cards, so I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even know what the Magius Omni Negate is, to be honest. But, you know, Omni Negate, pretty good, right? Just throwing up a random Negate on your board. Probably can do it, like, before you can combo, which is nice. Okay, so now they're gonna go Field Spell. I wonder if you can get to it off just, like, the Link 1. Because if you can, then that's pretty good. So Field Spell, target Raisin, go Search. Okay, so target's Raisin, so maybe they do already have the Fire in hand, because we know they have Dark with Jolkul. It's not Omni, it's for monsters only. Oh, okay. I mean, that's still not bad. Obviously, Omni Negate is, like, better than not Omni Negate, but Omni Negate is pretty good. But negating just like a monster is solid too. It's fine. Activate Burger, bounce back to special summon out. They have Burger reveal to draw. And it's like, it just feels so hard now for... Okay, they're just gonna go end phase. Okay. So not trying to do anything else here. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, go ahead, set the trap. We get the bounce back to Dr. Madlove. We get Heavy Burger to go ahead, draw 1. And then, yeah, bounce back, pass. I guess you could also Mad Love bounce Burger back. I was going to say, I don't think we need to do that here, though. Because we already have so many cards in hand, like, we're going to have to be discarding 1 anyways. So, discard the Nib. And then, pass. Okay, so now let's see. What will Cam have into this? Azuna is not going to be nearly as good because we're under Shifter. Most people have been cutting down on K9 cards also, just because those cards are, like, they're really, really good going first, but they also require you to put a lot of bricks in your deck. They also, Jolkul is really bad into Yummy Cookie. Being able to just double book a moon, whatever you bring out, is really insane value. Let's see what this says. No, I play Draco Tail, Dragon Maids, and 1-card combos. The decks are crazy, and it actually ends on Omnis. Yeah, the Omni Negates from the Dragon Maid cards are sick. I wish the Dragon Maid cards were, like, better, but the extra deck one's broken. Like, the one that banishes to summon, that card's the nuts. It's 11:08. My opponent blue did not show up. Do I get a game 1 win, or how many more minutes for match win? Yes. You get a game 1 win, and then you will get a match win after 10 minutes. And then I will also be banning them. Not showing up to a free tournament. You know what's crazy? Is I didn't accept people into this tournament until like an hour ago. So that means this person signed up an hour ago and didn't show up. That's crazy. And the winner of this tournament, free entry, gets a prize card. It's like infinite value. Like, I would show up to locals on time. You put a prize card in front of me, I might show up early. They're gonna go, okay, normal Raisins, search out Dr. Madlove. The opponent does have Trap plus Field Spell to protect from the Raisin pop here. Or not normal Raisin, my bad. Stake Your Soul into Raisin. And then revealing Jiaolong, the normal Madlove. Madlove effect, go ahead, search. Honestly, I didn't know about the tourney, otherwise I would have joined. Yeah, I had some other people tell me that too. But the tournament, I didn't even like announce it until I think yesterday. So there wasn't like a whole lot of time for people to join. So they go activate field spell. I am gonna host another tourney though, but it's not gonna be today. It's gonna be in a few weeks from now, and it's gonna be post dude, like the DOOD. So now they're gonna go activate field spell. In response, we'll chain the traps. That way we can pop your cards. They could have chained Raisin to try to protect itself, but they just go ahead and admit defeat there. So now we will be moving on into game 2, and it is a Vanquish Soul mirror match. So going first, Cam definitely has the advantage. I'll just say whoever goes first has the advantage for sure. I feel like that's, well, to be fair, maybe I shouldn't say that because that's like most of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like whoever goes first typically has the advantage. It's just like how big of an advantage. I do think it is a pretty good advantage in the mirror match, but obviously no gamble, no future. Could just roll like Holly Sue, and then that kind of makes it more fair going second. Being able to set up engine and get interruptions out of it. So now, okay, game 2, and then hopefully Cam doesn't brick or anything. Looks like the opponent's thinking about dropping a Perulia. I was gonna say I doubt it's Fua. Okay, so let's him go to main phase 1, and then how do they start this off? Is it like normal summon one of the 6 starters? Is it Stake Your Soul? Is it Rhoda into a starter? Any of those 10 starters are all like the nuts. Honestly, said I want to play post dude to test for Bologna. Yeah, I wanna start testing post dude also. I looked at it a little bit, but I haven't spent very much time on it. So they're gonna go Holly Sue effect, chain Perulia. Okay, so decide to hold the Perulia, and they're actually getting rewarded crazy here. Because otherwise, maybe if they drop Perulia, maybe they wouldn't have summoned Holly Sue. I don't know. A guy like me, like I guess it really depends what their hand is, but it's pretty rare for me to hold my Perulia like that. But okay, now they're gonna go Holly Sue, reveal Jiaolong, Dr. Madlove, go ahead, special summon out from deck. Okay, so that will bring out. Oh, it's like so tough. Okay, we're under Perulia. I guess we just go Dr. Madlove. Like you could go for Raisin and start getting more into rotation, but then we have to give him an extra draw, which I was gonna say it looks like we might be fine with it. I mean, I wouldn't like hate doing a play like that. You get to turn Raisin in the Rock, add back Raisin. You still have your 2 Vanquish Souls on board. But I also wouldn't hate going for Dr. Madlove. It really depends like what the rest of the hand is though, because you could just go Madlove, search and then end face that trap pass and don't end on Rock. It's not like you need the Rock. But if you go for Raisin, then you get the extra attribute to hand, but then you give him an extra draw, which is scary. Especially because if they start playing like with Azuna or Holly Sue this turn, like and like that's gonna be rough. And we're under Perulia, so if we want to keep playing, then we have to like keep giving draws. So they're really trying to think this through. I guess they could also summon Jiaolong. We do know 1 fire in hand. We know Jiaolong, Madlove. Maybe they have another fire. Maybe summon Jiaolong, search, and then summon Ripper. Maybe they don't have the fire and they just want to summon Ripper and then normal Madlove. That one would be weird though. Okay, so Jiaolong, reveal Jiaolong plus Jiaolong. Okay, so we do know that they play triple Jiaolong. I like getting a little information out of this stuff. Also, when the tournament ends, I will be going over some of the deck lists. Okay, they're gonna go Jiaolong, grab Trap. Didn't Triv teach you about not playing 3 Jiaolong? Said Triv's list is ass. Right before I started stream, I saw Triv post on Twitter saying that he started the regional 0-1 and he lost game 1 and game 2 to Brickin. So, maybe the list is bad. Maybe it's good. Udo said needs you. Supposedly their opponent is using another deck. They're using another deck? What? Bro, that's not real. I'm gonna ban him. I'm gonna ban him with the quickness. On God, I will. I don't see that. So replay. Oh, did they fix it? If it's a replay, I'm guessing they did, right? Sec, wrong deck. Oh, okay. No, that's fine. There's no judge. They didn't draw hands or anything, so that's good. Like if you draw hands, then it's a game loss, but no hands were drawn, so there's nothing wrong with that. you just like continue that game, like the reset and then continue. But okay, they went ahead, Ripper searched, and I didn't get to see if they said or not. I assume they did with how many cards are in hand. Yeah. They set quick play spell. So now they're gonna go Holly Sue during the end of main, and then we're gonna go ahead and Ripper to negate that. And then, is that good? It should be, right? Yeah, and then we could just pass, unless they have like a Zuna or something on top of this to also drop. But if they had a Zuna, let's say it should have probably already been done. I have no quick effects. You have anything else in main phase? Nope. And then pass turn. So let's go. Caught a DB stream. Said DBG stream. Yes. What's up? What's up? Azuna? We have a Azuna. Oh my gosh. We had a Azuna Holly Sue. Wait, we didn't summon the Azuna prior? When they had Jiaolong Holly Sue? We didn't like summon Azuna dump Lupus, and then potentially just overlay them into like a Valon, or I guess Nashonite. We just decided to try to let them make Ripper and then Holly Sue let it get negated. Okay, so that we don't have attributes for Holly Sue then? Is that the case? I feel like that's gotta be the case, right? Otherwise we'd want to prioritize Holly Sue over Azuna. Yeah, so that just has to be it. So we're gonna summon Valon, and then again, I'm pretty sure they set the quick play spell. We had to like hop out the match for a second and hop back in, but if they set quick play spell, we can go ahead and just book a moon here. Make it so that way they can't quick play spell on the next turn, unless if they are able to Jiaolong flip the Ripper and then use the spell. People don't think of Jiaolong's effect to like unbook a monster, but it actually does come up. It used to come up in Vanquish Soul Mirrors because the quick play spell, but no one plays it anymore. So now it comes up versus Yummy versus the Cookie Book of Moon. In honor of your stream, I shall save you a single dart. Oh god, yes. Oh god, yes. I popped a single Senzu before we started stream. Had to make sure the vibes were right. So they're gonna go ahead, Valon, set Ripper at the end of main, and then now still thinking at the end of main. There's a lot going on at the end of main here. Okay, I mean, are we going to try to play now? Like we could commit Arizuna and give them one draw, and then go into like Nash Knight. Because, I mean, like, this card gets it whenever it's sent to grave. Give me draws, bro, please. I was going to say, like, right now, it doesn't even feel like they have the attributes, right? So, it's like I almost don't want to give them more draws. I don't even know what's in Cam's hand, if we will even potentially be given them more draws. I know we have Dr. Madlove. So maybe we're thinking about normal Dr. Madlove and Dr. Madlove, grab out Field Spell, and then Field Spell search. We already have the trap set. I was going to say at that point, like, okay, I was going to say it's not like the greatest, though. We're just going to go main phase, sure. And then, see, how do they play this? They have the Vanquish Soul trap set. All we know in hand is Holly Sue. Valon popping a back row. We know which one is the Vanquish Soul Trap, so we can go ahead and like force it. I love switching Nib Token to attack with Jiaolong. Yeah, like that. Like that's fire. I like doing that. If you go to YCS Lil, what deck would you bring? If I had to guess right now what deck I would bring the Lil, that's post Dude, right? Yeah, that's post Dude. Like right now, this very second, I guess Yummy, because Yummy with the new support is probably extremely easy to learn. Like I looked at it a little bit, and it doesn't really change the deck that much. So yeah, I'd probably just do Yummy. I already know how to play that deck. I haven't tested like the DDD deck or anything like that yet, so I wouldn't want to take that deck to Lil at this very moment because I haven't tested it at all, so I would look like an idiot out there. I love flipping my opponent's set Shaddolls with Jiaolong. So, okay, they're gonna go battle, try to swing, and then maybe make a Zeus over the Valon, and go ahead and just force out all of the cards on field. They still could have cards in hand. We don't know if they have like a Holly Sue or anything though. Probably do, right? Cause we know Mad Love in hand, we know Double Jiaolong in hand, and they searched the trap card. Otherwise, I feel like they probably would have searched like Holly Sue. So okay, try to go battle, and maybe now they're thinking about if they want to use the Holly Sue in hand to try to out the Valon. I'm just so good. I'm just so good. Activate Holly Sue, reveal special, and then okay, interesting column for the Holly Sue. Oh, okay, okay. Let him cook. Let him cook. What is the plan here? Do we have a Zuna in hand? So we have Mad Love, Jiaolong, Azuna, Trap Set, Quick Play Spell Set. That like roughly should be what we have, right? Roughly. Okay, summons out Holly Sue. Guess I'm still confused on why we even went for this. And they're just gonna book it? Okay, because they still want to just go battle phase. Do they want to go battle? They're not going to go battle now. They don't have like a strong Zeus anymore. But they can just book the Holly Sue, and then, you know, this is like forcing out interaction. Azuna's so broken. I think this card is like actually just top tier. Like, it works on your turn against hand traps. Like, the brick in the engine is not the worst brick ever. Like, it actually comes up so often where you can summon this card or make Typhon with it. And then this card's also just like follow up on your turn. The rank 5s that you summon are like Nashonite that like comes up again on your turn, or Valon that comes up again on your turn. Like, I think these cards are just so good. They're so good. It's 2025 Gamma, yeah. Yeah, it's just like, I like it a lot. I like that package, Infinite. It sucks that like we got it, and then we're also like in like a Yummy format. Like, the Yummy's in the format, and it's like really bad against Yummy when they go first. Like, it's unplayable. But if you go first, then, you know, as long as they play hand traps in their deck, it still works. Okay, so now we're going to go Holly Sue to special. I'm so good! I'm so good! Like, did I not just name every unknown card? Like, you play against me at a YCS, and I go, yeah, so I know Jiaolong, Mad Love, Azuna, Holly Sue, right? And you're going to be sitting there like, how you know my hand? And I'm gonna be like, you thought too long. You thought too long. You start thinking, I'm gonna start thinking, what is this guy thinking? And I'm gonna start coming to conclusions. Alright? Conclusions are gonna come down to. Alright? But to be fair, if they didn't summon Holly Sue, then I wouldn't have had the read on Azuna. I had the read on Holly Sue though. I didn't have the read on the Azuna, but once we summoned Holly Sue, I knew there had to be Azuna because there had to be an Earth in hand. And Earth in hand would also make sense, because last turn we had to think at end of main, so we had to think if we wanted to commit our Azuna or not. It wouldn't be Caesar the way that we played it. I guess it could be Caesar. I guess it could. But okay. Holly Sue, Steel, then they're going to go Holly Sue, effective special. Didn't know Sherlock Holmes is in here. Bro, Pegasus over here. You had the Millennium Eye. Swear to God, bro, You put me on a Senzu and the hands are just open. We're playing open-handed at YCSs. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they summon Holly Sue. Now what? Also, chat, did anyone see what they revealed to summon Holly Sue there? Because I'm not gonna lie, I was reading chat. Does anybody know what they revealed for the Holly Sue? Forgot to toggle off. Yeah, I got IRL toggle on. I'm just sitting there staring at my opponent, thinking, slowly getting closer to him. Azuna mad, I think. Okay. Well, we wouldn't know Azuna, right? Because I think they only summoned the special, or revealed the special. Yeah. So they revealed Mad Love? Okay, that's pretty good. No, that's not good. That's okay. It's a dark monster, which is good. But they already have field spell, so the Mad Love loses a good amount of its value. I wonder if they side out the Trap Coin second or not. But if you know all my hand, can I even reveal anything? Imagine. So, oh, I thought you were asking Cam. Oh, no, I know Cam's hand. I knew Cam's hand before he showed it, bro. I'm Cam's kryptonite. I'm his worst matchup. DV Grinder starts with the Eye of Truth face up every duel. Swear to God. Okay, we're gonna summon Azuna because we want a Nash Knight. Yeah, summon, dump, and then summon, and then make Nash Knight, and then we just hold on to it, and then hold, and then field spell effect, chain. Yep, dump, summon, it's fine. But we also have to remember our opponent also has Lupus. So they do have a free level 5 coming their way. So Jiaolong, Mad Love in hand. Yeah, and I was gonna say our Vanquish Soul cards are also just like RIP, rest in pepperoni right now. Like they aren't doing anything. Well, okay, I shouldn't say the Vanquish Soul cards aren't doing anything, because technically they are doing something here. But they're not doing a lot. It's not Holly Suit, Summon Raisin, Caesar, Infinite Follow-Up. We're not getting all that. We have decent Vanquish Soul engine set up. Very decent. Emphasis on the decent. So summon Lupus effect. Go ahead and bring out the Nash Knight. I guess it could be Valon. Could also be Valon. I don't hate Valon. Valon is also good with its other effect to be able to pop a set. But to be fair, if that were to come up, that shouldn't come up. That shouldn't come up in like a real game scenario here, right? It could. It's just like we didn't even play into Typhon either. Just like that's not gonna come up, because sometimes like if they Valon book your guy, there are times where you'll Typhon, bounce it back to hand, and it gets you the attribute back to hand, which really helps your engine, especially something like a Holisu, being able to bounce that with your Typhon, like that can be pretty good. So we're just gonna go ahead and make Nash Knight. They go Lupus effect. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I don't think I'd field spell effect either, especially if it is Dr. Madlove in hand. Is this Extravagance Vanquish Soul? We haven't seen Extravagance yet, but I assume that it is Extravagance Vanquish Soul. Most players in the TCG have gotten off of the heavy Canine package just because that package is pretty much like a going first package, and it doesn't actually help you get to Vanquish Souls. It's not like in the Crystron deck where if you have a hand of Canines, you bridge into Crystron through the River Stormer that searches Scrap Recycler. In this deck, you don't have that bridge. So, not having the bridge definitely makes the cards a lot worse. And then also, Jolkul is really bad in the Cookie, which is really popular right now too. Nash Knight and Lupus make Nash untargetable. I will say the biggest mistake I was seeing at YCS, or the most common mistake, was people just kept forgetting Lupus. Like the fact that it can't be targeted. Even I had multiple opponents mess up with that. I watched other people mess up with that. I watched my testing partner not top the YCS because he forgot about Lupus effect underneath of it. I watched it happen so much. I watched someone throw in top 32 because they forgot it. Like, we gotta make a statement. This card has another effect. This card has 3 effects, and it not being able to be targeted is a huge one, especially with everyone playing Zeus too. Like such a strong like pilot in the Zeus. That's why I think Crystron uses the Canine cards better. Yeah, I think they use the Canine cards the best by far. It's like I don't even think it's like it can't even be like an argument. Like they just use them way too good. We need another Things to Remember video. True. I do need to make one of those. Make one of them before Dude, and then make one of them with Dude. The mirror match seems dependent on how much engine you control. Going first, praying your opponent's Ash plus Azuna is not impactful. Yeah, the mirror match is a little weird. We have to wait for all their matches to finish before starting next. Yeah. Yep. But, there's only 20 minutes left in the round. Seems like... Well, actually, I don't know if the other games are going quick, but... Okay, make Nash Knight, normal Dr. Madlove. So that way their Nash Knight checks their Nash Knight. It's like a double SP sitting there, whoever uses it first. loses, so they're just both sitting on it. No effect of Mad Love, no. Okay, so they either sided out the trap or they drew it. If they drew the trap, the game's over. They've already lost. So let's assume they don't have trap in hand. So that way we still have a game on our hands. We're gonna go Snow Devil, reveal, and then summon Zhao Long. Yeah, this is what I meant by we still had like an interruption through our Vanquish Soul engine. Joker reveals Soufflador is broken. Yeah, that's like the best starting play. Like, it's so good. It's so good. So now we have Zhao Long, reveal Zhao Long to go ahead and flip a monster. Is Nib valid in this format? Yeah, I think Nib's valid. Especially if you play like other hand traps with it. Like if it's just Nib, becomes a little bit less valid, but it'll still work into like Yummy. It depends like what decks become popular, because after the YCS, it seems like it's almost mainly just going to be K9, Vanquish Soul, Crystron, and Yummy. So it seems like, but we also saw like Jesse Cotton do well with Draco Tail, which I've noticed has made more people start testing that deck. So, you know, we might have a little bit of a switch up, but we also have a ban list coming in like a week, so that'll probably just switch things around. A little bit, at least. A little bit, because it'll make people stop preparing for the old decks as much. Because, like, I went to the YCS, I played against 4 Mitsurugi decks. There's a lot of Mitsurugi! I was not expecting that much Mitsu. I'm not gonna lie. So they're gonna go quick play spell, summon Werewolf, and then pop the field spell. Yup. We did not need to pop yet, right? Could have waited for them to activate the field spell effect. I guess it doesn't matter, right? You only play 1 field spell, that's not real. If they play 2 field spell, kept 2 field spell and going second in the mirror match, you got me. I mean, they wouldn't have gotten me, because I would have waited until the field spell effect, but you would have gotten him. So now they're going to go Nash Knight, attack Nash Knight, so they can try to set up a Zeus. Yup. Also, y'all probably don't even know this, Nash Knight has a secret effect on it. Cannot be destroyed by battle while a number of monsters on the field. Yup, these are some of these little secret effects they don't be telling you about. Hopefully Mclnnes doesn't get hit, it's the only Link deck. I hope that deck does get hit. Shouldn't he have popped Nash Knight with that? Oh, if we use Nash Knight, they chain their Nash Knight. So whoever uses Nash Knight first loses to the opponent's Nash Knight. So they're basically at a point where neither can use Nash Knight. But no gamble, no future also attacks, so we could Zeus. I was going to say, that's what we just set ourselves up for. We made Rock, and now we have, you know, Zeus effect, Rock effect to be able to add back, and it'll be able to add back the Holly Sue. I assume is what we're going to add back there. So Zeus effect attached to go ahead and wipe the board. Chain Werewolf effect to try to peep the hand. You know, get some knowledge on it. They get the Chain Rock to add back. Wait, they did this in the wrong order, right? It was supposed to be activate. I guess it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. I was going to say Rock effect to add back and then Chain Zeus. Because, like, if you activate Zeus, you could be like, oh, it plays around Valor. It's like, well, you're going to activate Rock. I'm just going to chain Valor to Rock anyways. Like, that's not real. So, but okay, yeah, they're just going to go ahead, out the whole board. They get to add back Holly Sue. We get to see what cards are in hand, though, and rip one until the end phase. So Nib, Holly Sue, we should win this game. Yeah, we should win this game. The opponent's very far behind. Showing for the viewers. Thank you. I appreciate that. Always thinking about the content. Praying for the biggest Mclnnes hit. Feels like the biggest Bozo deck sometimes. I just don't like Mclnnes because I think it's way too strong. I think it's like way too strong in the hand traps. I think it would be more okay if it was like a tier 0 format. Even then, like, I just don't like the way Mclnnes plays for Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, it takes 2 engine cards and plays through 2 hand traps relatively easy. There are a lot of high impact hand traps out right now, like Holly Sue, Femina, that also just got released, on top of having Charmies. But also, I want to be able to, like, safely take cards like Lancia out of my side deck without having to think about Malice. I hate how, like, I have to build for Malice, even though the deck's not good. It's like, technically, you can take Lancia out of your deck right now. You don't have to have it in. But I've still been leaving Lancia in, because that deck is still extremely scary. Like, it's just scary. And then Lancia also does hit other matchups too, so it makes me feel not as bad for keeping it in. But the other matchups are like fake. They're like Luna Light that you might see once at a YCS. Like, I would say odds are you probably won't see it. There's also like other random decks like Orchist, you know, just random banished decks, but it's really just there for Malice. If Malice wasn't there, I wouldn't play that card. But right now I do play that card. Crystron question mark. Yeah, it also works against Crystron, but I don't think it's like the best card against Crystron. Like, I do side it in against Crystron right now. I did forget about that deck when I was saying that. I do side it in against Crystron, but I don't think it's like the best card against them. It's like fine. Like, I feel like I'm losing anyways a lot of the time I drop that. Draco Tail is also pretty cool. Yeah, Draco Tail is sick. Draco Tail is sick. I love that deck a lot. That's what I played at the YCS. I lost round 1 to Crystron K9. I looked over that match multiple times. Because round 1 is also the round I'm like most prone to misplaying in. So I like to look over those games more in depth than my other rounds. And I did make one misplay in that match. But the difference was me not playing Mega Fleet. My opponent game 2 had Harpy's Droplet out the back row plus Winda, and then had the Joko Sulflador. So I lost. I feel like that was like a fair enough loss. And then I lost to Vanquish Soul dropping Shifter on me, and then I lost to Vanquish Soul dropping Shifter on me in 2 different game 3s. And I knew Shifter was going to be a big problem going into the tournament. I figured most people were only going to side deck it going into the tournament because of how wide of a format it was. And I knew I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose to Shifter at some point throughout the tournament. Just hopefully it's like a game 2 after I won game 1. But they were both sadly game 3s. And my deck just can't do anything to Shifter. I felt like my preparation going into the tournament was the problem, not my deck at the tournament. Like, I feel like I probably should have played a safer pick for the tournament. But I don't think Draco Tail is a bad deck. I don't think it's a bad deck. At the end of the day, you cut off one other side deck. Yeah, K9 doesn't lose to it whatsoever. Yeah. It's like, yeah, K9 not losing to Lancia is very good. I don't even, like, Crystron didn't even lose to Lancia without the K9 cards. It definitely got hurt by it somewhat. But Crystron's always been pretty good at playing into, like, all the hand traps. Which is one of the reasons why, you know, people played it for a while. Like, Yassine's very good with that deck. I should talk to Yassine. I should collab with him. I'm gonna start doing collabs. We're gonna start becoming the collab grinder. We're gonna commit. You know, we here at the DB Grinder haven't really done collabs in like 3-4 years. It's been a long time, alright? I didn't really mess with collabs that much. But I'm gonna start collabing more. But all I'm gonna say, bro, is last time I was collabing a bunch, I would play against these people, and we'd be like, yeah, let's play 2 matches. You know, we play 1 match for my channel, 1 match for your channel, and multiple times I would do that, and then I would beat them 2-0, like, in matches, and they'd be like, sorry, I can't post this. And that would make me so mad. I'd be like, bro, I wouldn't have played against you if I knew you weren't going to upload it, if I was just going to beat you twice. Like, I wouldn't have even sat down. Like, that is some pussy shit to me. Pussy shit. Like, you should always be willing to upload your losses. Like, typically, there's more to learn from your losses than your wins, most of the time. Not always, though, obviously. Collab grinder. Whoa, the E. Come on, the E. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, I really have to I might have to add an extra E to my name. I've been talking about this behind the scenes, you know, the DB grinder. Because you won't forget the E if I put 2 of them there. I swear to God. What do you think about the rating, or rather ranking people put you regarding who's the best NA player? Okay, so I watched a little bit, so I'm not gonna lie, exit main, okay. I watched a little bit of, what's his face, Julian and Sako's video, but I skipped to the end because I had just woken up and I knew it was gonna rage bait me, so I didn't want to get rage baited. And then I watched a little bit of Jibs that he did yesterday, but I only did it to like skip through to like see like what he talked about. And I don't know. I think it's like whatever. I think all those lists are made. Like, you gotta think about it, right? When Sako and Julian make a list or Jib make a list, they're friends with these players, right? So, like, you don't want to offend your friends and make awkward stuff over that just to make a video. So I feel like the ratings aren't 100% correct. And you could make 100% correct. You could make them 100% correct. But, you know, you're going to start hurting some feelings probably. Probably going to start hurting some feelings. Which is whatever, though. It's whatever. Random chatter, is there an E in your name? I have a brain thing that makes me not see E's. Same. I just can't read words. Okay, so we're going to drop Fu on our turn. Okay, so we know that they have Jolkul, Azuna in hand right now. And then they have Su in hand. They have a set card. Obviously, it wasn't Anti-Spell, which I've been seeing pop up more. I think Anti-Spell is good. Also, the guy who got second place... My bad. I got, like, no water left, by the way. Gotta save it. Gotta take sips. The guy who got second place at the YCS beat me. He was the last person who shifted me out of the tournament. And the guy who got second, I can't remember his name right now. I don't even want to mess it up. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to mess it up. But I played against him at Top Cut at a different YCS. And he's a very chill opponent. I gotta say, he is probably top 3 opponents I've ever had. I played against him in the Snake Eye Mirror. And this guy was like, I set a back row and passed. He's like, oh, we're getting skill drained. And I'm like, yeah, you are. And then he set one and passed. I'm like, oh. And I'm like, I'm getting Warlords. He goes, Warlords. I'm like, oh no. So we were just floodgating each other back and forth, laughing about it. Top 32 at YCS Indy. And then I played against him this YCS. And it was crazy too, because my buddy John Wilkin, when I sat down at the table, he's like, yo, your opponent is a chill guy, bro. He returned dice that I left at the table. Like $200 dice. He returned them. Didn't steal them. Good guy. And I didn't even realize who it was until after game 1. He was like, yo, we played at Indy. And I was like, I knew you looked familiar, but I can't remember the game at all. And he was like, Snake Eye Mirror Match, Floodgate. And I was like, say less. I remember who you are. My bad. $200 for dice. Yeah, they were like the old like Nationals, like Millennium dice and stuff like that. They were like expensive. It may not be 200. I may have just remembered a wrong number off the top of my head, but they're expensive dice for sure. Probably around 200. God, Vancouver was fun. I will say Vancouver, hella fun. I was gambling. Yo, chat. I almost robbed this guy. Crazy. $500. Oh my God, bro. He's so lucky I'm a good guy, bro. I swear to God, if this was like 3 years ago, this guy was just getting robbed. He dropped a $500 chip at the casino. I grabbed it. I walked out the casino. I was about to call them and be like, yo, I'm outside. We dipping. I'm going to have somebody, cash this in at the cash cage tomorrow. And then I thought to myself, I was like, it's Friday of the YCS. I want good karma for the YCS. I start thinking to myself, how would I feel if I lost a $500 coin? I'd be tripping. I'd probably be fighting people. I'm not even going to lie. Somebody. And I go back in there. I go back through the line, I get ID'd, I go back up to the blackjack table where he's still tripping out because he lost 500 because he dropped it. I walk up, I tap him on the shoulder, I'm like, bro, are you fucking stupid? You dropped the coin on the ground, what are you doing? I found it for you, brother. And he's like, oh my God, thank you. And I'm sitting there like, bro, I could have came up on 500. He's so lucky. I did come up though. Came up off gambling. Said $100 match. Wait, $100 match. Hold on. What am I looking at? Oh, you just randomly offering a money match in chat. Okay, I see you. I like my chat. My chat keeps it interesting. Okay, so we're gonna summon out the Holly Sue. There's also only 5 minutes left, by the way. So I think this technically is favoring no gamble, no future. Like, okay. I would say time itself is favoring no gamble, no future. The game state itself looks like it's favoring Cam. But the opponent will almost for sure get another turn. Like, there's no way this turn takes 4.5 more minutes. It could, but I doubt it would. Especially not with me sitting here. Not with me sitting here. Like, I'm fine with players taking a little bit of time on their plays, obviously. I also hate it when there's like a minute, 2 minutes left, and the judges next to you at a YCS or something are trying to make you play really fast, and it's like, look, I'm not slow playing. I'm just not going to put my cards down on the table every 2 seconds. I'm going to think through my plays. I'm going to still make sure I play correctly. And, like, yeah. I see you with the time win con, respect. It's the Texas players, man. Some Texas players. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm not going to lie. I savaged a Texas player at one point. We were playing Prank Kid versus Eldlish. Game 1, he beats me in, like, 5 minutes. Game 2, he floodgates me. Like, I build a board, but he floodgates me through it. And the next 40 minutes is just us sitting there with him with the Lordly Lord Prison on board. Like, the guy that sets a trap from deck. And I'm just sitting there, fusion, burn, gang in life. Fusion, burn, gang in life. And just keep setting up the same thing every turn. And after, like, 30 minutes, there's, like, 10 minutes left. He goes, oh, I see your game plan. And I'm like, no fucking duh, this is the game plan. I haven't swung once. Like, this is crazy. And I like, oh, bro, like, people like that just need to scoop, though, bro, because he was playing for a draw instead of the win. Lol, gross, bare knuckle fight. How many copies of Red Nova did you buy? I didn't buy any. I'm not, like, a big vendor or anything like that. I usually don't do that. I used to do it before, like, well, I didn't buy this stuff before, but I used to, like, talk about, like, cards that will go up. I was actually going to do that again for this format, but all the cool cards... Ooh! Activate Nib! Activate Nib! Hold on. I forget what I was even saying. It don't even matter no more. That Nib is good. Because that also makes the amount of time this turn will take go down. Yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying, to be honest. Probably something about time. People are stupid, take too long, should scoop earlier. Probably something along those lines. Okay, Caesar effect revealing just Azuna to protect. Okay. We have a lot of Time Wizard players in Texas. I'm not talking about Edison. What does that mean? Oh, hat format? I like the other formats. I was actually playing 2012 format last night. I played like 10 matches of it too. I got smoked like the first 5. I lost like 5 matches in a row. I'm like, are you kidding me? And we kept switching decks, and I'm like, bro, I'm going to tweak out. I'm like, there's no way. And then I finally started winning. Felt good. Shout out to the Gadget deck. Brought my win-loss ratio back up a little bit. But okay, we make rock on the Caesar, use the effect to pop. They go ahead and chain Snow Devil, revealing all 3 attributes. Okay. Okay, so the last card in hand was the Jiao Long. They're going to go ahead, field spell to protect, but now they're actually down in life. And I think that's just going to be game. I think no gamble, no future for sure wins this. But I think that it's probably just Cam's fault, realistically. I'm not going to lie. I think he just took a little too long. Like, I don't think he was slow playing there, but I think that if the time is not favoring you, you should try to help it make it favor you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be in a spot where time is hurting me. I'm a very good time player. I don't mean slow player or anything like that. I just mean, like, I know when to scoop. I know when to continue playing. I'm very good at recognizing, like, okay, my opponent's going to be able to get a little bit of damage in next turn, so I need to be able to play my turn extremely fast, so that way I get another turn, or attempt to get another turn at least. It can be very tricky, though. It can be very tricky. Some people are very interesting with the way they use time rules. Like, I remember I was playing at a regional against Ritual Beast, and it was game 1, and there was only a minute left, And my opponent goes, I nib them, and they go, thinking. And I go, no, you're not. And I draw for turn. I'm like, you have no plays left. Draw. Like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. But okay, we see no gamble, no future win there. Yeah, honestly, it looked like they were just gonna win the game anyways at that point. Like, having the trap and having nib was just huge. Like, he just had double board wipe. Yeah, so it looked like they were just gonna win the game anyways. But time was for sure gonna let them win.